Welcome back to Wise Men Company, fellas. Ben here. This video is going to be short and sweet, mainly because there are a ton of videos already out there on YouTube about the Smith Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. Secondly, this is just an awesome gun. There's not much to say about it. It's really great, and it lives up to all the hype of the previous videos I've seen. Of course, there's going to be one or two lemons out there. That's with any gun. But overall, you're going to see quite positive feedback on the Smith Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. That's in comments and actual videos put out by YouTubers. My experience is no different. This thing is surprising. It is nothing like its predecessors. Nothing like it. Those guns were terrible. The original Bodyguards, just awful. Still chambered in 380 auto, which is kind of underwhelming. Gets a bad reputation in some circles. But it's nothing to sneeze at. It's nothing to make fun of, especially if you're getting shot with it at close distances. And that's the key, close distances. Guns like this thrive in those areas between 0 to 20 yards. Beyond that, it gets a little dicey. We'll get into more of that in a second. But the main purpose of guns like this are for very close contact distances, and it provides a level of comfort when you're carrying it that you're not going to get with larger framed handguns. So that's kind of the niche if you didn't know it already. So let's get into some of the features real quick. Again, this is nothing like its predecessor. It's basically like a shrunk down Smith & Wesson Shield, and it has a lot of the same aesthetics and features. You're going to see the similar Smith & Wesson texturing all over the grip. The grip itself is amazing. Even with a 10 round magazine, I can get 2.5 fingers on the grip, which is more than enough for me. I shoot Glock 26 a lot, and with the flush fit magazine, you only get 2 fingers, but this is more like 2.5, and that's the 10 round magazine. With the 12 round magazine, you're getting a full on grip. Look at that, full grip. And that makes a difference when we're talking about recoil. The amount of surface area you can cover with your hand is going to help mitigate that recoil. 380 is kind of snappy, especially in these smaller frames. So more surface area, more grip allows this thing to be a really soft shooting 380. I mean, you can just dump magazines at 380 and this gun doesn't even twitch. So grip, well done Smith & Wesson. You can get yourself real nice up and high into this beaver tail with your grip. Super comfy, probably won't even retexture it. It's good enough for government work. Magazine release, nothing to talk about there. It's tactile, it's easy to get to, it's not too extended where you accidentally drop the magazine. Smaller frames like this, it's easy to kind of push up onto magazine release and slide stops and cause malfunctions that way, but it's nice and stiff, nothing to complain about there. As we move forward, trigger. Trigger is quite nice. It is, again, way better than its predecessor. Crisp, clean. Is it the best trigger in the world? No, but this is like a little get-off-me gun 380. This is way better than the majority of 380 triggers out there. The LCP is really nice. I like that gun. If you've seen that review, that trigger is not bad. This one is a slightly better, in my opinion. As we move back, you'll see the safety. I never engage it. You can engage it if you want to. I only picked up this model because it was the cheapest one in the case. The safety is kind of a non-issue for me. I just leave it down and I don't think about it. You can get models without the safety if you want to. So keep an eye out for models without the safety. That is an option. Slide stop, nice and tiny. Takedown lever right here so you can disassemble and clean. As we move up to the slide, this is a stainless slide. You can get it in OD green, you can get it in black, you can get it in tan. There's a bunch of different colors and combos they have. Again, this was the cheapest one in the case, so I just went with stainless. I really don't care about the color, but you can see it does have some wear on it. It's got some scuffing and carbon all over it. The slide is, of course, sporting the classic Smith & Wesson slide serrations at the front and the back. This is important. Little gun. You want some texture on here to get a hold of it so you can manipulate the slide. So it does have those slide serrations on there, which is a nice touch. All right, let's go over to the sights. This is the one area where I'm going to be a little critical. The sights. They honestly tried. It's not a bad attempt, but they're not great. They have a high vis tritium front sight. That's great. That's nice. But the rear sight is a large U-notch rear. And for some of you, you're going to say, well, they're combat sights. Well, what is it? What is a combat sight? That's like a buzzword for bad sights. You know, what's the difference between regular sights and combat sights? I want good sights. I want to be able to make fine adjustments. I want point of aim, point of impact, and then holds accordingly. I don't want generalizations with my sights. Yes, I understand this is like a 0 to 20 yard gun. Sights are kind of an afterthought. And again, they tried, but if you're trying to make precise hits at like 15 and 20 with these sights, it is very, very difficult. Now, I have seen Monsoon Tactical, I think they dropped an option for a red dot mount for the Bodyguard 2.0. Some of you might say that's a little bit of overkill. You be the judge, but a red dot definitely will help with making hits at further distances and closer distances, honestly. So maybe in the future that will become kind of a standard, some of these smaller red dots mounted onto the Bodyguard. The barrel. Now, nothing to really talk about there, although Smith & Wesson did just release a ported version of this handgun. I do really like ports on handguns. You'll have to make the decision and the call if it's overkill for a gun of this type. Are ports really necessary? Again, that's a personal opinion, a personal call, but it's cool to see them releasing a 380 with ports on the end. Now, how did I like shooting it? I love shooting it. This, you have to shoot it to believe it. Really, you really do. I've seen a ton of videos on this before I picked one up. 380s have a really bad reputation of being snappy and unreliable. This has been awesome. Reliable, really comfortable to shoot. I mean, you can really grip this gun and rip it. I let other guys shoot it in my crew, and they enjoyed it as well. I think they went and picked up Bodyguards after they went and shot mine. They did a great job with this gun. It is infinitely better. The size is still incredibly small, so if you wanted to pocket carry this with a 10 rounder, you could. Here's a soft pouch holster, so you can see that fits in there. It has Ruger on it. And then here's just a cheap Kydex holster. Clicks into place. Simple belt clip. There's a lot of ways you can carry this. You can carry it on the ankle if you wanted to. There's some ankle options out there. Great option for that. This is a gun, and you guys aren't going to like this. This is a gun that's probably going to replace a lot of revolvers out there. For guys that carry revolvers, J-frames, this is a better option. You're going to get more capacity, less felt recoil, maybe even better sighting system in the future than a J-frame. So this is a J-frame killer, honestly. And I like J-frames, and I know a lot of you older guys out there swear by J-frames, ultimate reliability, but I've had plenty of malfunctions with J-frames. At the least, this is going to be a very good competitor to the J-frame. Some of you might say 38 Special is better than 380. I'm going to tell you right now, all pistol ballistics are terrible, all of them, and capacity is king. So think about that. 10 rounds, 12 rounds, J-frame, 5 rounds. I would just take this over J-frame any day of the week. And again, I like J-frames. All right, guys, that's my take. I guess I got to buy more 380 ammo because I'm definitely keeping this. Actually, I'm not keeping this. This is going to my dad. I don't even get to keep it. So my dad's going to carry this around. I'm probably going to get another one just because they are so handy. If you like to carry a small gun, if you live in a hot climate, if you're looking for a gun for your wife, this might be the ticket. Seriously, low recoil, very comfortable to carry, very reliable so far in my experience. So drop a comment down below, let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of you already have one of these and enjoy it as well, but tell me about your experience and where do you think they'll take the Bodyguard from here. Thank you for watching. If you want to support us, go to wisemancompany.com. That is the best way to support us, and we have a lot of great gear over there for you guys. It's fast shipping, it's high quality goods, and it supports us directly. Thank you for all that support, wisemancompany.com. We'll see you on the next video.